The ocean was restless that night, waves crashing against the jagged cliffs like a beast howling in the dark. The sky was heavy with storm clouds, yet the fishing village below remained calm, lanterns flickering along the shore as men prepared to haul in their final catches. Among them was Haru, a young fisherman known for his skill and stubbornness. He had been at sea since dawn, his boat rocking gently as he counted his haul. His grandfather's warnings still echoed in his mind. Never linger on the water after dusk, Haru. The sea is not empty. But he was a man of logic. He did not fear ghosts. As he set his oars to row back, a strange stillness settled over the sea. The air grew thick, and a dense mist began creeping across the water, swallowing the horizon. The gentle lapping of waves became muffled, as if the ocean itself was holding its breath. Then he saw her, a lone figure perched on a distant rock, her form barely visible through the mist. Long dark hair cascaded over her shoulders, soaking wet and glistening under the faint moonlight. She wore a tattered white kimono that clung to her frail frame, the fabric drenched and torn. Her face, pale as the moon, carried an expression of sorrow so deep that it sent an unexpected chill down Haru's spine. No one should be out here at this hour. His hands tightened around the oars as he hesitated. She hadn't moved, hadn't even looked in his direction. Yet something about her presence was unsettling, almost unnatural. And then she lifted her head. Haru's breath caught in his throat as her dark, sorrowful eyes met his. There was something hauntingly beautiful about her, something that made him forget reason. His grip on the oars loosened as an inexplicable urge overtook him, drawing him closer as if the current itself had changed course to bring him to her. Her lips parted, barely moving as her voice whispered through the mist. "Help me." The sound sent a shiver down his spine. It was soft, weak, like the final breath of a dying woman. He hesitated, every instinct screaming for him to turn back. But she looked so fragile, so lost. How could he abandon someone in need? He reached out his hand. The moment his fingers brushed hers, the world shifted. The sorrow in her eyes melted away, replaced with something far more sinister. The air turned freezing. The once delicate fingers wrapped around his wrist with inhuman strength, her nails digging into his skin. Her face twisted, her once soft lips stretching into a grotesque, gaping maw lined with jagged needle-like teeth. A terrible guttural screech erupted from her throat as her hair came alive, writhing like living tendrils, coiling around his arms, his neck, his chest. Haru screamed, yanking back, but it was useless. The Iso Onna had him. The boat rocked violently as the yokai pulled him forward, her grip like iron, her wet kimono billowing unnaturally. Her once sorrowful wail turned into an otherworldly laughter, cold, mocking, hungry. The sea churned around them as the mist thickened, swallowing the stars, the sky, the shore. His final breath was stolen as he was dragged beneath the waves. By dawn, the villagers found his boat drifting near the shore, untouched, except for the single wet handprint left on the wooden seat. No body, no sign of a struggle, just the quiet, endless sea. But those who lived by the water knew better. They had heard the stories. The Iso Onna was real. And when the mist rolls in and the tide pulls too strong, she is waiting. She is always waiting. And if you hear a voice whisper, "Help me," pray that you are strong enough to resist.